What's going on, everyone? Today I want to do a recap of 2019 on the channel, including the Turbo X, the ARC, what happened with our garage, and just the channel as a whole, what happened. I figure I should start that off by doing something that I almost never do, and that is a merch plug. If you guys are interested in getting some Saab merchandise, you can go ahead, check the link at the top of the description. I have a couple new shirts out, including my Turbo X shirt and then also a 900 shirt, and then just some generic other stuff as well. I figured the best way to start out this recap video is by talking about what cars came to the channel and the garage, and then what cars left the channel and the garage. So we'll start by what left. We, at the beginning of 2019, had two old generation 9.3 convertibles. I'll put some pictures of them up right here and here. The blue one was my mom's old daily. That was a 2001. And basically the transmission shit itself after like 170,000 miles. And the red one was my dad's, I guess, second car that he bought. That was a 5-speed manual 2003, and we ended up just selling that one because we had, well, too many Saabs to fit in our garage. Also in 2019, my 2.0 9.3 ARC came back to the channel after being gone for quite a long time, and I'll get into more on that car and the things that happened to that car since it came back around May in a minute here. And then we also bought very recently a 2006 9.3 Aero to replace the 2001 9.3 convertible for my mom. I guess one other car that left that's not Saab related that I should mention was my Miata. I sold my 1995 Mazda Miata around the time that the ARC came back, so probably about June, I believe it was, and I miss that car dearly. That thing was so much fun. I did so much dumb shit with that. I had so much fun. I see them on the road all the time, and it really makes me miss it. But at the end of the day, I like my Saabs a little bit more. So going back to the ARC, when I got it back, it wasn't in the greatest shape. It still isn't in the greatest shape, but I spent a lot of time when I got it back basically restoring it. So I did I did some mechanical work, I guess you could say, just basic stuff like oil change. I did a new radiator, fan shroud, a couple other little things here and there, a new battery as well, and then I also did a lot of cosmetic stuff to it. I cleaned the headlights, cleaned the engine bay, gave it a good detail, a wash, wax, all that good stuff, and it helped bring some of the life to the paint back. So that was really the focus of the channel for probably almost a month straight. You guys might remember over the summer that I was pretty much just working on that car non-stop, trying to bring it back to life a little bit. And then of course, looking at the Turbo X right here, I did some cosmetic work on that as well, pretty much right around the same time I finished up a bunch of work on the ARC, because I needed to prepare this car for Saab Owners Convention, which I'll also talk about, a very important event that happened in 2019 as well. One other thing that happened in 2019 with both the cars is they both got new wheels. Well, the Turbo X specifically got new wheels. It got some forged variant Xenons. They are 19 by 8.5. They're a little bit dirty right now, but from the feedback I got, most of the people like them. And I mean, not that I really care what other people think, but I think they look really good. I'm super happy with them. And then I, of course, took my Turbo X wheels and I swapped out the Sport Edition P3s that were on my ARC and put the Turbo X wheels on there. They both got new wheels, technically, I guess. I also did some mods to both of the cars as well. Most of the mods that I've done to the Turbo X happened in 2018, so no need to really talk about them in my 2019 recap. Really, the only modification I did to the Turbo X, if you can even call this a modification, besides the wheels, was the OEM nav install, and that was definitely something that helped clean up the interior a lot. So once I was done restoring the ARC, I started to do some small modifications here and there with that, nothing major. I'll go ahead and read some of them off right now though. I kind of did an aero conversion of sorts to that car. I did an aero front lip, then I did an aero steering wheel, finished that off by late in 2019 by doing an aero brake upgrade on the front. I also, of course, did the Turbo X wheels. I did some ice block taillights on there. I did a BSR intake, which is currently not on the car. You guys might remember I'm still kind of been lazy with fixing that. I painted the grille to match the wheels, which I'm super happy with still. And then I also got some changes to my exhaust because it was too loud, and finished all of that up by doing a dash cam install as well. Nothing huge came to the ARC, but a lot of little things to kind of help spice it up and make it nicer than just your run-of-the-mill 2.0 that you see every day. Now time for the fun part of this video, which are the repairs. And a consistent theme in 2019 on this channel, and hopefully won't continue into the new decade, are the Turbo X and coolant leaks. I can't tell you guys, actually I can tell you, I'm gonna force myself to go through and put a video count of how many coolant related videos I did on this thing in 2019. I replaced just about everything in the cooling system, and it might still have a leak. So we did things like water pump, we did things like all the O-rings on the part right above the water pump, that's a common failure. We did the expansion tank, we did a lot of the hoses around the expansion tank and in the cooling system, and we did just about everything else that I can't think of off the top of my head right now. But we did a whole lot of cooling related stuff on this car in 2019, to the point where I'm sure a lot of you got very bored of it. Besides all those coolant issues, it has earned itself a new nickname as of late. That has been Leaky Boy, and I think it's gonna stay until it proves that it cannot leak coolant. So that's the new name for the Turbo X. So the 2.0, that didn't get through the year scotch-free either. It had its own problems. Really the only big problem the 2.0 had was the alternator, and that happened probably about a month after it started running again, and since then the car's been absolutely fantastic. I also cleaned the MAF. I did a video on the P0101 code, a very common issue with these cars. But besides that, the ARC was very good to me, thankfully, and that's exactly what I need out of a daily. So as the weather gets windy, I figure I'll jump inside the car here, finish up the video. There's not much more that happened on the channel really in 2019. Really the big couple things were Saab Owners Convention, which was absolutely amazing. That was held in Loveland, Colorado. It was about a week-long trip. I took the Turbo X up there. My dad took his 9.5 Aero up there. We convoyed up there. It was super fun. I met a lot of you guys. I filmed a ton of cool Saabs. So if you guys want to see that whole video and not just the little clips I'm putting up right here, make sure to go check that out on the channel. They're from around July, end of July, early August. So check that out. And then towards the end of the year there, we had the Saab Club of Arizona meet, and that was held in Tempe at IMM, and there were like 60 cars there. It was so much fun. It was like a mini SOC. It was really great. I had a lot of fun there. Besides that, there was just some Miata content here and there, although pretty much none, because my Miata videos got almost no views. So really the only Miata video I made was a video to say that I had sold it. And we did some other Saab content. We did some great reviews on some Saabs, like I did a new Generation 9.5. We also did a cool Volvo S60R and some other great Saabs, and I guess some non-Saabs as well. So hopefully some cool reviews coming this year as well, with whatever presents itself to the channel. Besides that, it was really just whatever was going on in the world with Saab news, even though there's not much. So there were some random videos here and there, just I guess almost like a couple conspiracy theory videos. Like I did one on what if Koenigsegg had bought Saab, and like kind of like this weird stuff. Oh, and there was also some couple of Nevs videos in there as well. So hopefully we'll have some more Nevs content as that car reaches production and sells more and more, and hopefully some more information, especially in English, becomes available on it. I don't want to rant too much here, guys. That's really the end of 2019, and this video is going up like a week and a half into 2020, and that's just how it be sometimes. So with that being said, thank you guys all so much for your continued support. Thank you all so much for watching the videos, for liking the videos, your comments. Of course, I read and respond to all of them because you guys take the time to watch my videos and comment something, whether it's positive or not. So thank you guys all so much for your support. If you enjoyed this particular video, make sure to also give it a thumbs up. I'll see y'all next time.